Definitely. And well, speaking of biology, that kind of ties into our next topic. Let's talk about the gondola agreement, which is something we've been discussing in council. And maybe, Erin, why don't you give us a little background about where the agreement came from?
Sure. So the gondola went up a little over 10 years ago, and it was in partnership with the Breckenridge Ski Area and the town of Breckenridge. And it goes, as we all know, it goes over Cucumber Gulch, up Ski Hill Road, and it ends up on Peak 8 and Peak 7. And it's an asset because it does help people, easily get up there and come back down, and it's an alternative to the road. However, Cucumber Gulch is a preserve, so that's important too, and I know we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But this agreement started as that the gondola can run, and it's run by the ski area, not run by the town. But again, it's an agreement which says that the gondola can run as long as the ski lifts are running, which is great, and that makes sense. It's a little bit different this year since the ski area decided to continue running the lifts until May. Now, originally, the gondola wasn't running in the summer, and then the ski area came to the town and asked if it was all right for the gondola to run during the summer. And the town agreed. However, there was still a reasonably long time between the winter operations and the summer operations. Now, our dilemma that we're seeing now is that window is starting to close by the requests of the ski area.
Right. And, I think talking about this area, kind of going back to Kelly, the biology side, tell us more about Cucumber Gulch and why this is such a protected area and why it is important to the town.
Yeah, well, as Erin alluded to, this actually has federal importance. This is an ARNI, it's a aquatic resource of national importance. The area is over 100 acres, and 70 of those acres are wetlands, which is just really high quality habitat for wildlife here. Beaver, moose, tons of birds, and the town of Breck has really committed to protecting this area.
Yeah, and so, I think people may have seen, we did actually reach an agreement.
We did.
And so maybe if you want to share what that agreement is and maybe what the next steps are.
Sure. So the agreement is that we want 45 days where the gondola is not open for business, for visitors. Now, the gondola needs, in order to maintain safety and maintain operation, it does need to run within those 45 days, we've been told, and maintenance can be done, but it cannot be open for continued use for those 45 days. And so the hope with that is that the animals can they won't be afraid of the gondola during that time. And it's a really important time because it's mating season. And this is according to data that we have from the research that we've done. Now, we are looking into doing some more research to see if our data is up to date and if we are making good choices for both our community side and also for this nature preserve, which is really a gem for our community.
Right, definitely, yeah. So we will be doing that study. And what would maybe, either of you say to someone, I know we've probably seen the comments that, the traffic on Ski Hill Road is going to be terrible because of the gondola and that's worse. And, maybe what would your responses be to that?
Well, there is a working group. So the town of Breck and the ski area have formed a working group. We've met one time, and that's just going to be part of the data that informs future decisions. We're working with some biologists that are hopefully going to help us create an adaptive management plan that really helps guide future decisions for this area. And certainly the traffic, and noise and other ongoing impacts are going to be part of that analysis.
And I think really, this is the first time in a long time that Breckenridge Ski Area has been open for so long. And so we really don't have good information about that yet. Sure, it seems like when the ski area is open, it's going to be busy and it feels like it's, that's what's going to happen. But I think that folks around town right now are noticing, business to kind of calm down and the sidewalks are opening up a little bit too. I think we're all curious to see what this May will be like.
Yeah, because it is, they're just trying to keep open as long as they can with the snowpack and everything. So we shall see.